Hi, I'm Rene Godefroy, and in this video, I want to share something with you because you want to become a powerful motivational speaker. What I notice is just like a lot of people come to the industry, to the speaking business, they do a business card or perhaps they do a one-pager and they try a couple of things for about a week or two, then they're not getting the speaking engagements, and so they conclude that it's not for them, it's not working out. Let me say something to you, by the way. In one of the videos that I shared with you, I did say you don't need any proper education, any formal training or education, that is to go to a college or a university. That's all good, and that's what it is. However, you are a professional speaker. As a professional in any field, you need to invest time and money to develop yourself professionally and personally. If you think about it, if you wanted to be an attorney or you wanted to go back to school to get your MBA and you wanted to get a CPA license or degree or whatever, right? You probably would have to budget and you probably would have to sacrifice the next 2, 3, or even 4 years of intensive learning and education to get that degree. Am I right? That's right. Now, what makes you think you can just come to the speaking business and do a couple of things and never really seek to develop yourself professionally, and then bam, there you are, you make it as a big time motivational speaker? Now, I'm not saying you per se, but I'm saying generally speaking. Let me tell you this. When I first started in the speaking industry, I really gave it all that I had. Literally, I was desperate, I was hungry, I really wanted this. I would attend every convention for the National Speakers Association. Now, not because I had the money to attend the convention, because I would stay at a hotel so far away from the hotel where the convention was happening. And I would walk and I would go to some of the cheap restaurants and fast food around the area because I really didn't have money. But you know what? I wanted to be there at the conference. Later on, things changed and I would stay at the suite and I would stay at the hotel because things changed. But things didn't change, okay, until I invested so much of my time and money into my speaking business. Yes, it is indeed a business. I never forgot I got a letter from a guy in Florida. And he is such a fabulous marketer. And he wrote this sales letter that really persuaded me to get in my car and go to Florida. I was actually thinking that the whole world was coming to that event. It was a speaker symposium that they were having for speakers. And but I got in my car. I drove about 12 hours. I got there and guess what? I was the only person from out of town at that particular event. But I was there and I stayed, I took notes, and I drove back 12 hours. The local chapter of the National Speakers Association, every state, I believe, has one. I would attend their meeting every month religiously. I would not just attend, I would actually get involved. I would actually volunteer my time. I spent thousands and thousands of dollars to go to training. I never forgot, I paid a gentleman by the name of Nido Kuban, and he is not doing any of this anymore. And since then, we got a chance to really talk a lot about the speaking industry. But he is a very wealthy man, and he has a lot of businesses, and he actually was making a lot of money in the speaking, plus he had a lot of businesses. So that's a guy that I really wanted to listen to. He had a speaker symposium one weekend. And by the way, the money he raised, he took all the money and gave it to the nonprofit leg of the National Speakers Association. But that's not the point I want to make. The point I want to make, I paid $10,000 to go to that event and with a group of speakers. You might say, well, Rene, it was all good for you because you had all that money. No, it wasn't all that good. In fact, I took a second mortgage on my house. I'm not saying to do anything that crazy, but I was hungry. That's really what I wanted. People say they want to be a motivational speaker, but they are not really committed. They are not really hungry. They don't really want it bad enough. What am I essentially saying is, as a professional speaker, you must invest in yourself financially and with your time and in every sense of the way, emotionally, to make this happen. I went to a convention for the Storytellers Association because I wanted to learn how to tell stories. To this day, telling stories are really what is the magic, the magic potion for me. And for all speakers also, because you hear them all the time. 15 years later, somebody would admit to me, they don't remember the point that I make, but they remember the stories. I am actually dumbfounded. I am amazed at how many people who didn't decide to take my offer on being coached by me. All right. I have a coaching program. It's about $497 for per month, and it's only a 3 month commitment, meaning to say you work with me for 3 months. And some people say, well, Rene, the reason I didn't take it is because $1,500, that's a lot of money to me. Are you kidding me? That's a lot of money. In fact, some of my friends always tell me, dude, why do you spend time with people on the phone for just $1,500 for 3 months? And I want to do it because I really want to reach out, and I would love to just coach people just like that, because I get emails from a lot of people who say, I want you to be my mentor, I want you to be my coach, but I don't have money, which I never did that when I was starting. In fact, to this day, I still hire coaches. I still go get training. I still go get education because I'm a professional. As a pro, I have to develop myself personally and professionally. The notion of I don't have the money is because it's not an emergency. If you had an emergency, a real emergency, you would find the money to pay for whatever it is. So wanting to be a speaker, a motivational speaker, is not an emergency for you. When it becomes an emergency, which is what it was for me, that's why I would get into my car and drive 12 hours to Florida and 12 hours back. And it was an emergency for me. Having said all of that, in the next couple of months, I have a few spots available for my coaching program. And if you want to take advantage of it, if you really want me to hold your hand and to really help you get going, some of the people who came on board with the coaching program, they already wrote the books. They're already booking speaking engagements, and they are out there doing it. And some of my students are really amazing because of the progress that they make during the coaching program. All right. So come on board. I have a few spots available, and usually in the next couple of months, I am not as busy as I am the other months in the year. And so I have some spots available, and I think the link is up there. It says coaching. Prove to yourself. I tell you what, when I spent about $10,000 on a demo video. Yes, that's true. I'm not kidding you. $10,000. It was like $1,000 per minute because the demo video was about 10 minutes. Frankly, it's not even worth it. But you know why I really did it? Because all the top speakers, they were using that guy for the demo video. And I said, you know what? If I'm going to be a $10,000 speaker, I might as well put a $10,000 demo video out there so I can feel good when I quote my fee. Now, granted, at the time, I was already making very good money and I could afford it. I didn't have to stretch like I was stretching when I first started, as I was still a doorman and I was getting started in this business. All right. So having said all of that, take advantage of the coaching program and let me help you get going. Make this thing an emergency for you and prove yourself that you really want this thing bad enough. I mean, the notion of printing a business card, a one-pager, or even put a website up and you don't develop yourself, you don't invest in yourself personally and professionally, just doesn't make any sense to me. Make sense? Well, doesn't make sense and makes sense, but you get my point, all right? I look forward to working with you one-on-one, and it's 3 months, and it's 2 sessions per month that you get to be on the phone with me. And there's another package also available on the site. I don't remember. Check it out and let me know. And contact us. Let me know that you want to work with me. You want to really get going. You want to just launch your speaking career and make a big impact. All right? Take care. Have a good one.